Hello, people of the internet of the world. My name is Sean, and welcome back to what I believe will be the last episode of Penumbra Necrologue. Now, last time we left off, we grabbed I think a sphere from the basement, but there was more. I forgot to grab. We need an empty container. That's right. Because that's important. So I really hope the one guy doesn't come fuck our shins. Hang on. So head this way? Is he over here? That'd be really annoying. I just need this. Yeah, because no, I'm not gonna help you. That's all we need from down here. So let's leave because this place sucks ass. The literal maze. I don't know who would want to explore a maze. Maybe there's a map down there. I can't be bothered to find the map within the maze, because that would require me to explore the maze. As such, I don't want to do it. But yeah, that seems to be that. That is all that we need from that lower area. So let us now start the puzzles. Let me see here. I'm literally just looking at a guide for these. I honestly just can't be bothered. Well, I could be, but only sands reveal the secret. Oh, is this the one that we need the thing for? Though I'm one when I'm infinite, I reside in several worlds. Like, yeah, is there something we're meant to grab from here? Like this sand? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, maybe I can figure this out on my own, actually. Just for this area. I just don't want to deal with it for this area. So only sands reveal the secrets. Oh, wait, you know what? Yeah, only sands reveal the secret, but guess what? I actually kind of nearly figured this out last time. I literally was trying to push a thing down here, I think, and it was getting caught on that. Alright, well, there's that sphere. Wait, what? Drop down? Let me drop down. Don't do the noise. Don't do the noise. Don't do the noise. Don't do the noise. Do not. Do not. Thank you. Just trying to figure out, because I think there's something we gotta turn in here. Oh, wait. Oh. That does not look like a non-broken ladder, but okay. I guess I just never got close enough to that before. Now I feel extra stupid. Is that a bee? That's what made the hissing noise in my ear. It was one of the bees. Oh my god, bro. Alright, so apparently, we gotta turn this. I think the solution's on that wall. Yeah, seems like how ever. What's this actually? I don't wanna know. It's nothing. I think we just gotta turn these. Yeah, I'm just literally reading how to do this because I don't care. So this will make another laser. Yay. Is that all we need? Or did we need another one? Is this middle door now open? Or do I have to do something in the middle room too? I'm like trying to skim this because I don't wanna. Gates only open. 3 suns rise at once. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do something in that middle room too. Let me see here. So this is the Requiem room. Do you remember? Nope, 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 nope. What? Hold on. I could swear I did this. Did I? Did I not do it? Did I not move both of these last time? Or am I thinking about a different area? You know what? I don't care. I really just could not be bothered by this whole tomb area. The weird ambience is not a vibe, and yeah, I don't like it. It's kind of annoying. I also don't like that there's no one down here. Like, I don't have a reason to be here. So this is the part where I'll stop reading from the guide, because this looks interesting. So this whole puzzle rooms, I just can't be bothered. Like, one of those is really just to move the things off the thing. I could swear to you I did that. Like, I'm not joking. There's no way. Maybe unless my Requiem memories are coming in as well, but. Here we go. Another one of those. Yeah, is this turn gate or no? I mean, I would assume so, but they look quite a servants of a demon, the builders of the tomb, whoever they are, whoever they were. I don't care in the slightest. Fair. So fair, Philip. I wish I could be as unbothered as you are right now, Philip. You got anything interesting for this one or no? No. Keepers of the keys know the truth. Another one of those portals. Not opened right now, though. That leads out. Now what? Oh. I mean, I kind of figured, but at the same time. There we go. Same time, that did not. This does not look like these are touching the ground. Must touch road portal. Well, it's not like there's anywhere else to go, Philip. Because there's nothing else we could possibly do. We're already cooked. Well, I touched the transparent something. I got a strange feeling as if I already knew what would happen next, as if it was not the first time for me, as if I already done something like that several times, but I couldn't remember it happening. He's requieming all over the place. Who's that guy? Is it our dad? Oh, well, this looks a bit different than Requiem does. It actually looks like it has life. Is it still heavy as rocks, though, apparently? Yeah, so from now on, I'm not gonna look at a guide, because this is interesting. Although still a bit stupid, though. I don't want to be here. Cause I still don't know what I'm doing here. Like, what is the point in me being trapped here? I also don't have an inventory anymore. Like, I'm just saying, Philip, like, we could not do any of this. I mean, I understand it wasn't our choice, you know, we fell down a hole. It's not something that we could have easily, you know, not done if we had decided to, you know, run or move at all, really. But, you know, Philip, you made the choice. D. Well, I guess I'm following this guy. R. Ah, I see. Am I just meant to press everyone? Actually, was I not just looking into here? Ah, I think that's what I need to input my answers. Perhaps. Because the A unlit up. So we're probably meant to spell Howard. That is his name. The father's name. So, yeah, that just seems to make sense. So here's the last letter. We an O. Do you mean to say that there's an O over here? No. You're not particularly useful, Howard. How are you here anyway? You're dead. Not even in the, oh, you're dead way. More in like the, like, you killed yourself way. Like, not like, I don't get on how you're here. I've went through this way before. Okay, so here's the R and the W. I just need to, nope, not this way. I need to find, not that way. I need to find an O. Oh Lord. Could be something. The wind's too strong. Really? Why did I do that? Ah. Okay. So how does one stop a wind? Oh, looks like we won't have to. Found the O. Now we just gotta get the W, which is right here. Go back for the A, which is over here. Go for the R and then the D. Press the button. I'm assuming that the wind will then shut off. If only I didn't know that Howard's name was Howard, this would be a much harder puzzle. Like, is there anything? Oh, we can't even pull out a journal. For if someone has not played like Black Plague, this could be like an impossible puzzle for them to just figure out. Why is he walking with the turn gate? I guess that would mean he's one of them now, but like, this is weird. Can we go back at all? No. That's what this is. I was wondering what that was. Maybe it's like a thing or something.
Hello, mankind. Why did you come to me? I trusted you, but you betrayed me. You turned out to be like one of those who came before
Where am I?
you. Just like them, you are full of hate. Why do you hate me?
You suck. That's why. Where am I? What is the point of being here? Like, what could I accomplish here?
The mankind has changed and is still changing with every second. And you, human, are changing as well, whether you're with them or alone. I was ready for a strike, but it was difficult to expect such a thing from you. This sense of betrayal is akin to losing a best friend.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
is familiar to you, human. Only I did not ask to silence me, but asked to be left in rest. Curiosity does not lead to anything good, as well as the search for truth.
Did you not ask me to tell people to not come here? I mean, like that's intentionally breeding curiosity, is it not? Like I'm just saying, you can't ask me say that curiosity is not good and ask me left to rest when you purposefully ask me to tell people to not come here. You just kill me or just tell me to just chill instead of whatever you're doing now. Mm, it's wrong again. I was expecting him to speak more. It's oh, bloody hell. Not this again. I can't believe I'm back here again.
But this does not prevent you from taking risky actions. I gave people knowledge, but the answer was nothing but hatred. Each of you think they are clever, but even when you're together, you are strong but foolish. You are led by something you know nothing about. And you, human, were being led by someone you knew. You thought you knew, but it is not true. I can see your mind, human, but I can't find a goal that motivates
I
you.
can't find the goal either, man.
With that, my pain is multiplied 1,000 times.
I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know why I'm here.
Neither a killer nor a judge. Our worlds should not intersect. We speak different languages and will never understand each other.
That's quite metaphorical.
I've made my choice, and it's your turn, human. Everyone chooses what they hold there for themselves.
What do you mean? Can I like save? What what does this mean? That's a dead guy I've never known. That's a portal that doesn't tell me where it's going. They could lead to the same place, you know. Why would I? Third option. I picked this. Goodbye. Oh. Uh, I'll go through this one. That guy can go that way. He was hanging with Turngate. I don't mess with them. Am I? Where am I? Heading up back down the tower. This doesn't solve. And this doesn't solve any of my problems, you know. Am I just escaping now? Hey! Why is this place falling apart? So the Turngate just says he's neither killer nor judge. If this is his domain, why? More proof he is a liar. Like, certainly he's just not having like an issue right now. God, this is a long ass staircase. What just happened? and only you decide what to do with the story. To consider it ravens of madman, a horrible fated friend, fate that you won't wish on your enemy. Whoa. Where am I? Am I in a dream? This is certainly not real. I was stuck at the bottom of a cave. Explanation? I didn't mean to click there. I didn't know that would. Okay, well, that's fine anyway. We'll watch the credits in a second. Hold on. Load game. We'll load this one. Don't tell me I have to send. Okay, perfect. What happens if I follow this man? Why would I want to do that? Hold on, something interesting better happen or else I'm just not gonna be happy. Oh? Ooh. Interesting. Is the ladder not broken anymore? I can leave. How does this help me? Was there anything else in that cave? Or the mine shaft we just started? I just want to note that the entire reason we go into that mine shaft at the start of Overture is because it's too cold out here. Does this posit that we just fell asleep down there and had a nightmare or something? What's going on? Um, I, I'm still lost in confusion here. What's... Hmm. Um... I, I... Hmm. I don't... I don't know how I feel about this. Like... What do either of those endings mean? I really dislike what the second one means, because if that's entirely a nightmare, then that's kind of boring. Hold on. Let me actually, yes. I clicked, but it didn't do the thing this time, that time. I would like to look at all of this. Let's. Huh. We're gonna do that again. Except, I want to see what happens if we go deeper into the cave. Because, I mean, that was supposedly another option, right? Because, I mean, the first one doesn't make any sense. Like, hold on. Hmm? I'm just curious what the first option means in relation to the second option. Because it seems like, for the second one, we just restart at the beginning with the choice of either ending or going deeper. Going back in. Back in would suggest curiosity again, so of course we leave, because it does seem like there's another option to go back into the thing. Judging off this guide here. I was hoping for an explanation on the first one, though. What's the point of... what's the point of exiting through that door? Like, our journey doesn't make sense, is my point. We're at the bottom of a tomb. Both options cannot be possible. Like, I want to see what it looks like when we go deeper into the mine. Again. So, do you go the way of curiosity or just leave? And then you can just leave again. Why would you not just leave? Like, certainly the entire point's just to always leave, right? The entire point is to escape. We know what horrors lie down there. I wonder if perhaps... I wonder if perhaps Howard is there with us and not just like a ghost. And maybe he's making the choice of going back in the mine and reliving it all and like trying to find another solution. Whereas the other one's just, let's leave, not deal with this. Yeah, so you can just live. Okay, yeah, that did exactly what I thought it would do. I'm okay. I guess I have to give my thoughts on this game since I'm gonna try to look up what that ending possibly means. But in the meantime, I want to talk about how much I sort of dislike this game. I mean, it's great, but like, it's just a disappointment. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just reading like more into it. Hmm. Yada 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 yada. What the fuck? I'm disappointed in this game because, like, it doesn't seem to be that, hang on, let me collect my thoughts, actually. I enjoyed probably the first half of this game. I think my enjoyment stopped probably, I want to say, as soon as that sort of ascendance from the complex stopped. Like when you're on the elevator going up and the hunter comes up with you for some reason. I'd say that's where my enjoyment stopped. I don't even know why he's there. He doesn't even do anything. But yeah, because once you get up, I mean that whole hangar section is kind of boring. And I mean you're trying to get to Amivel, but you're stopped short by a a breaking bridge that would kill you. Let's be honest, we should be dead, which makes me believe that none of this is even real, to a degree. Which is why I think it's sort of weird that we just wake up in the mine again, because that kind of makes the whole game sort of imply that none of it happened, which I feel like is a boring answer. Unless... story-wise, I'm not sure I like the game, story-wise. I think gameplay-wise, it's not terrible. I was definitely fatigued the last time I played this game. Because the last time I played this game, I I'd been playing it for like 4 hours straight. And like that was just a lot, I think, in a row. Like once I fell into the mine, yeah, I was just done. Like I should have stopped there, started again a different day. Maybe I would have had a better time. But even then, I don't know, I didn't really like that area. It felt like a rehash of Overture, which like I sort of liked how like it brought in, how this game brings in areas from like Requiem that you go through and everything, and like even lets you go back into that like original uh mine, or not mine, I mean original hallway where you get knocked out. I like that. That's cool. Um, I mean, sorry, I'm still trying to like read to figure out what the ending means, cause like I'm just sort of um like again still disappointed in what it means. Um, that's just a thing for Black Plague. Yeah, I mean, I'm not finding an explanation on it. This is loud. It's been interrupting my train of thought for a while. Where did I leave off when I was before I started talking about or trying to figure out the endings? Yeah, like plot wise, I don't think the game's that good. At least like it doesn't really make any sense. And it sort of removes some of the punch from Black Plague too, like, oh, you didn't actually kill Anvil, Clarence was just fucking with you. Double so. Like, okay, that's kind of boring. Well, let's be honest. Red's here, only included because they wanted to include him. I, I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if like the story's supposed to be that after Requiem, you and Red both incinerate yourselves and become free in such a way, and maybe like the whole point is that you take over your body again, and Red is just sort of floating around in like a spirit form, is trying to talk to you. That was my assumption, because I don't see why it would even be alive after Requiem, let alone Black Plague. I got the feeling at the end of Black Plague he died. So that would be my assumption for what happened. And obviously, since we were killed by Turngate, we got infected again. And since we're the same person, if we were to make the same mind buddy, we would end up with another Clarence who would probably just take the exact same spot and probably even be able to just remember exactly what Clarence did because, Clarence was there. It's kind of like a road, you know what I mean? Like if you walk down a certain path enough times, a path literally forms because you've walked down it so many times. Whether or not it was there originally. So I'd assume that's how the second Clarence came to be. Of course, there's Twilight of the Archaic, and what's it, Prisoner of Fate as well. I don't know about those ones, but that would be my assumption for the people and everything. But otherwise, it's kind of just like overall confusing and weird. Like, especially the fact that we were actually able to get out of the compound and be so close, and then just force the player back down. It feels like everything up to before the bridge was thought out in a continuous line, and then everything after the bridge was sort of like another idea that they had that they wanted to do, but then because of what they were doing with the bridge and everything, or like with going up and everything, you can't do that because, well, sorry, I thought that looked like an ocean. I was like, it kind of looks like we're just not an island. No, I think it's just hills. Surprised that there are just mountains and not just endless rolling hills, though, because that's looks more like a mountain than that. Um, what was I saying? But yeah, like there was a like they had written themselves into like a corner, so to speak, with like nearly escaping, but then realized they wanted to do more and add more, and then just forced you into the tomb to do that whole section, which is kind of boring. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you nearly have this climax of escaping, only to rip it away and replace it with now having to descend further. Like, should I not be going upwards instead? Like, eh. Like, I feel like it would have made more sense if you fell into the cave and it just so happened you fell straight into the tomb. That makes more sense in my mind. Because, like, Like, obviously, you know, if you fell into any area, you would just keep going forward eventually until you ended up at the tomb, assumedly. But, like, once you fall, there's no point to even living anymore, right? Like, you're fucked. You're assuming you somehow aren't dead, which we have to be. That was a long fall. Um, like, what's the point? We can't escape anymore because we're fucked. So what's the point of exploring? Like, at least in the first game, the reason to keep going on was to meet Red. That's really the only thing you could do, because the way behind you kind of just kept closing, I think. Even if it didn't, you were there to find something, right? It was kind of clear from the start of the game that you were there to just literally explore. When Black Plague happens, you're there to escape, really? Which, you know, for that setting, it kind of makes more sense that you just randomly wander. Even because you already know you're underground, so you kind of just have to randomly wander and hope you stumble upon something. In this game, you're doing the same thing for the first half, but Amabel and the other lady are sort of telling you where to go. So, like, you know, you still feel guided, directed, and like, oh, this is actual, like, you know, I'm actually going somewhere. But once you fall down that bridge, you lose everything. You're not there to explore, you're there to escape. So any path that leads you deeper kind of screws you over, right? Like, it almost would have made more sense if you go back instead of going wherever, because there you stumble upon another door into the complex. I think you should just went through that door, and then that door leads you into the tomb. Because going further into the mines makes no sense. But if we go into the complex, well, we know the complex. In theory, if we just retrace our steps, hopefully we can get back to where we were from there, right? So, like, the route we take doesn't really make any sense. Getting, and even then, it somewhat feels like we have no reason to be here. Like, again, I know I've, like, stated it 100 times, but, like, what is there to do down here? Why keep going further down? Other than, you know, just having nothing else to do. Like, there's nothing that implies there's more escape to be done. No one calling after you, not Amabel coming over the comm radio that you have saying, "Oh, hey, I saw that the bridge collapsed here. I think I know that area, but it seems like one of the only ways you can escape is by going further through those mines down there." Like, hey, at least it gives you like a sense of purpose. And like, cause she also just disappears. Like, I know she only talks to you through the computers, but like, certainly she has a radio, right? Like, certainly she can get one of those. She knows we have one. Again, and like, again, furthermore, it's not like Red's directing you through those places. It's not like Clarence is directing you. Clarence talks to you like twice throughout the entire game, man. Like, he's only there to commit minor trolls and to pussy out when things get real. Like, I would have killed for Red in the, not even Red, for Clarence in that tomb, just to talk shit the entire time. Every time I enter a new room. That would have at least kept things interesting. Like, you know, someone to remark on giant spiders. Oh, look at that. Or even anything. Or even have Clarence guide you through the tomb. I mean, shit, motherfucker. Like, this whole underground area, it would have been great if he's like, oh, hey, take a right here. Or this is like a whole tomb area. You know, like anything. I don't know why he disappears at all, though. It feels like a lot of the characters are wasted to a degree. Because, like, it's not even like they die anymore. They're all alive, they're just not with you. You're the only one who dies now. Or, who knows? I mean, who knows what either of these mean? Who knows what any of this means? We can't possibly know. Leaving doesn't seem to do anything. It seems like we're just being lied to more if we leave. Going his route, well, that just seems to imply that none of this happened, which is even more boring. Whatever. The story seems a bit rushed. This is not like Philip's story definitely shouldn't have been the one to be continued. Even though like that's obviously the one you want to see continued. It was left off. Ooh, what was that about? It was left off, you know, where oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? It was left off where it should have been. Alright, there's really nothing else you can do with Philip. And I think this game proves that to a degree. Gameplay wise, it's not terrible. I like the inclusion of the hunter. I think that's really cool. It really makes me wish that Penumbra just had him instead of dogs. Like, imagine, like, you'd have to rewrite a few things, but like, imagine you go into the spider hater room, because I remember seeing a video that like was talking about Penumbra, and like we're nearing an hour. I should really shut up, but I was watching a video talking about Penumbra, and it said that the thing in the wall that came out and killed the spider hater, that guy, was actually supposed to be the hunter, not like a rockworm, like you would think. And I just like that idea so much more, because then it's like, oh, after that, then you leave and then you see the hunter patrolling around. That makes so much more sense. And that guy looks way more scary than just some dogs. That's way more like a thought-provoking and entertaining than zombie dogs, which is almost the entire issue with Overture. It's just zombie dogs the entire time, and spiders and rockworms, just nature, which is kind of an interesting like thing. It's almost like nature rebelling against man mining, but like, eh. I definitely know that was not the point of the story. No, there's no way that was the subtext to be taken. But yeah, the hunter is really cool, if not a bit non-threatening. He should practically just run after you super fast and insta-kill you anytime he sees you. I shouldn't be able to run away from him. That seems like what they wanted to do with him in like Black Plague, where they did technically use him. You should run after you super fast and insta-kill you. I shouldn't be able to just run away from him in those tombs. To be fair, I was perfectly fine with doing that then, because I didn't want to play the game anymore. And partially my fault for playing it for so long in one sitting. But at the same time, that tomb area and those mines before it are so boring. They're actually just the most uninteresting thing ever. I think I was also slightly frustrated from that dynamite puzzle. Oh, I have to go find a hammer. No flashlight the entire time until you get to the tomb, by the way. So it's not like I can easily see things that are flashing. I literally didn't even see the flashlight until I read the guide, man. Like, how? Like, what? You know what I mean? So, like, considering that, you know, I don't like how the puzzle to getting the dynamite is to use a hammer to break open the box like you would in Overture, instead of just throwing something at the box. Like, that makes so much more sense, because he just hits it too. It's not like he carefully opens it. Like, if he carefully opened it, I can kind of excuse it. He just hit it. Why can't I just throw stuff against it? Better yet, throw the box itself, or just drag it off the counter, explodes open, pick up a piece of dynamite. Like, what? Yeah, it's weird how there's both like dogs and turn gate down there too. Like, I just don't understand the whole mines area. Feels like an excuse to just make and use dogs in like in a similar setting to Overture. And don't get me wrong, I liked Overture. I also like Requiem. And it's kind of cool that there's areas in Black Plague. It's cool that there's areas that they reference and reuse from all of those. But at the same time, I want to see new stuff. I don't want to be in a mine with dogs again. That's not the point. That's like if you played Halo and you were back on, was it Delta Halo? Whichever the one is from the first game, killing more Covenant and Flood. Like, what's the point at that point? You already did your job here. You already stopped the Halo. Assuming it didn't, blow up, right? Because, I mean, it does, but, assuming in this hypothetical that it doesn't blow up, there's no point in staying on the Halo and shooting people. That doesn't help you at all. Like, there's no point other than just defeating the Covenant. Which, to be fair, with that gameplay, isn't even necessarily that bad either. But it's not like as engaging like plot lies. It's not as thought provoking compared to um something new like they did in every other Halo game where it's like, oh, there's more, or oh, um, yeah. I mean, really, that is just kind of the whole plot of Halo 2, though, is that there's just more gates or Halos even that you have to go stop from being lit. Concerningly enough, that's also the plot of Halo 3. Oh, there's more. And they can all be activated from one place. Stop them. But, then again, there's also, new characters and, plot developments. Not just old characters coming back, but then not really having a point. Like, did Red need to come back? Did Clarence need to come back? For a one-off joke where you press a button, did he really need to come back? Did Amabel really need to come back? That was kind of interesting. And she was way more heavily used than the other two. But at the same time, did she need to come back? Did the rescue team need to exist? Because they all died at the surface to a rockworm, who I thought the entire point of them was that they lived deep underground. What? And then, of course, she dies to a rockworm too, in an area that you've been in from Black Plague. What? That's so stupid. In a safe area that you were in Black Plague, an area that didn't have anything. Oh, a rockworm pops up from the wall. You don't even get to see it happen. I made the jump this time. And she dies for no reason. Her death is completely unnecessary. She just tells you that, oh yeah, I was gonna, betray you all. Because I was working for the people. I don't even remember their name. It's been like that's been like a week. Has it been like a week? Maybe. It's been a while since I played this. I don't know when I last played this, to be honest with you. But I can't remember the organization's name anymore. But yeah. Music's good. Penumbra's always got banging music. Like, I'm just saying, sound design, this game got to me. Good. I don't remember when it was, but one of the times the sound design had me tweaking. So, like, I can't lie, sound design's good. It just feels like the plot really let the game down in a sense that, like, it just kind of needed to be its own thing. I think it would have been way more interesting to play as just a random scientist from the Archaic. Is that their name? Who just so happens to, exist. That would have been potentially more interesting. Because then all these things can happen to him, and honestly, I mean, it's interesting. Like, even if I nearly escape, and then, oh, it turns out that I fall into a hole and now have to go through this area, at least, this exact character hasn't been in that scenario. Meanwhile, Philip has been in mines with dogs. Like, you're really gonna put the same character through the same tests? That's just kind of boring, no? Alright, well, I feel like I've talked about this long enough. I don't even know what I said. Probably means I didn't really say much other than what was already apparent by my attitude in the last episode. I've also been talking for like 30 minutes doing just about nothing. Because I honestly thought this would take longer. I thought, judging from like how long that tomb area was, I thought this area was going to be just as long and annoying as that. It wasn't even. Which makes me feel bad about the other area. But like, man, I'm just saying, that little maze under the tomb though, I would have never found that container. Nuh-uh. It was not happening. I genuinely would have had to use a guide for that. There's no way. I'm so bad at mazes. I mean, you saw me nearly get lost in the one where I had to spell Howard's name. Like, I literally went in a circle like 3 times. I can't do mazes. That's not the point. Alright, well. Yeah, I assume it'd be best to stop talking because I don't know what else there is to say that I haven't already made apparent, said, or tried to say. And trying is what matters. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Ooh, I shouldn't forget. If you all have any recommendations for a game, if you're here, by the way, thanks for listening to me ramble on. But if you have any recommendations for a game to play, can be really anything. Um, I lean horror just because they tend to be the most interesting and like fun to play and watch generally. Um, Otherwise, I really just play whatever. So, but you can expect more horror. Yeah, there's certainly something horrifying here. These goddamn voice cracks. Tell you what. Um, um, what was I saying? That completely derailed me. You can expect more horror. I don't know what. I wanted to play just horror games for October, but I think the series might be the last thing I got for October. Then again, though, I think next potentially I've been wanting to play Resident Evil 3. I've been wanting to. I can't guarantee that I will. Otherwise, I really don't know what to play because I need a minute but I need like half a year before I can play Twilight of the Archaic. Like it's just not happening with Twilight of the Archaic, man. Like this game has left such a sour taste in my mouth. Like it's unreal. I'm trying to look. All right, there we go. What else was I thinking about playing? I don't remember. Oh, I remember when I left. I went on hiatus. I said I was gonna play Silk Song. I did play Silk Song. I'm not recording that. I've sunk 50 hours into that game. That game would literally take up like 2 months of just uploading to play. And simply put, for me to be able to play that game, I can't even talk, man. So that is definitely not happening. I remember playing this. That was fun. No, I'm Not Human, which was the last series. Um, yeah, I don't think I got anything downloaded right now, so I guess I'll just have to find something. Whatever I think of, maybe I'll have to look through games that have been recommended. Then again, depending on what they are. I've been wanting to do a stream, but like, I'd have to, you know, actually want to do that. Part of me doesn't want to, but then again, though, I need to edit these. Like, I used to have such a good schedule with YouTube before that hiatus, man. GTA 3 really fucked me over with being unfun, with being like annoying and everything. Really screwed up my schedule and made me want to go on a hiatus. To be fair though, I did want to make that Ready or Not video. I technically have a second one that I haven't started on yet, but why does it do that? But I don't even know if I might just upload like the cut footage raw of that if I don't end up ever making it just without any of that editing. Because I mean, some of it I feel like some of it was unnecessary. Some of it I feel like kind of made it better. I need to rewatch it myself because I've been playing cutting it up into shorts. Which, oh, look at that! Another thing I haven't done that I want to do. I just need to get back on that work ethic for this. But I've been working a lot lately, my actual job. But then again, though, I don't work for like another 2 weeks apparently, because we love being part time. So I guess I'll have nothing else to do other than edit these videos. So that's a really great thought. And yet somehow I'm still not doing it. Hell, it is 3 in the morning right now. Somehow. And what I did today was I played fucking Hearts of Iron 4. Yeah, I didn't even enjoy myself for like 4 hours. Yeah, I should really just edit. At least I like doing that. Oh, and I have to make thumbnails too. Mm. Yeah, alright, whatever. Oh yeah, I sort of forgot that I was like actually recording. I said stream, and then my brain just went on like a autopilot, and I just started randomly speaking. Um, all right. Well, since there really is nothing else to talk about anymore, I've exhausted all possible options. I couldn't even talk to you about the weather. That's how much I've talked about things without repeating myself. Um, 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 um. All right. Thank you all for watching. Yes, it took me a while to think about how to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you're somehow here, it's been like 30, 40, close to 40 now minutes of me just talking. Like, if you're here, hey, I guess you sat through all that. But yeah, see ya.